Hi, everybody. You get me for a couple minutes tonight. I am beat uh, with daylight savings time and having woken up at 4:30 to go to the show. I am just exhausted. So for those of you not following along, or for those of you who are, today I spent the day at the First Date mini show. Uh, Great show. I always have a lot of fun when I go. It's a good. I found it's always been a good filler show in between going to Philadelphia Miniatura. Um, and while I have not been to any of the other local shows, um, like in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, I find that this show it's pretty decent. It was about 30 vendors. So significantly smaller than Philadelphia Miniatura, but it seemed like there was a good turnout in the crowd. Lots of young people, lots of old faces. It was pretty good. I made a couple sales, not as much as I had hoped, but it being my first time there selling, I couldn't ask for more than that. I got decent exposure though. Bunch of people would come up, take my card, check out my stuff. It seemed to pique a lot of people's interests, so fingers crossed we get a couple people, checking out my Etsy, or at least on the social media aspect of it. I think that would be good. So yeah, I mean, overall good show. Will I do it again? Maybe. Definitely gonna have to consider it. It's close enough that it's an easy drive, so it's very funny because woke up at 4:30, got there at 6:30, finished setting up by 7:30, putzed around until 10. So long story short, could have slept in. Definitely could have. I was just so tired. And I wasn't sure how fast I could set up my display. So now I know. Only need like an hour and a half, with good conditions. So, bunch of new faces. It was really, really good to see some new interest in miniatures. Got my name out there. Bought myself new tools. Figure get them out there. Got myself 2 new tweezers because my other ones are starting to slip. And bought myself a new tiny glue bottle with such an itty bitty nozzle. So I'm very excited about it. And hopefully this one doesn't rust. My other one rusts. I had to throw it out. We'll see. So there's that. Got to see my friend Monica again, so that was nice. Got to catch up with her and my friend Marcia. Got to see a couple of people that follow me on social media. Got a lot of encouragement from people. So yeah, really couldn't ask for more. A couple more sales would have been nice to make back on the table, but it is what it is. I did get so Kathy, who runs Philadelphia Miniatura, is also a part of the show out in Lancaster. I believe she runs it as well. And she, when we're setting up this morning, she goes, "Bailey, what do I have to do to get you to come out to Lancaster?" And I was like, "Ask nicely." So, might go to Lancaster. I'm debating between that one and Lehigh Valley. But as soon as I know which one I want to do, I will first put it up on my Patreon, let my mailing list know, and then it'll be public knowledge. So, Lancaster is in May, and Lehigh Valley is in July. Maybe I'll do both. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what the funds dictate here. So otherwise, pretty good show. Pretty decent. Sounded like the other vendors had a good show. And that's more than I can ask for. I didn't get a chance to go around much. Oh, I also got myself trim. So I got the tools from, I think it's Cool Tools. Where is it? Cool Tools. And I'm gonna reach out to them and see if, I think I might just reach out to everybody on the list and see, because like I said, I didn't get to go around, and therefore I didn't really see much, and I didn't talk to a lot of the vendors about doing the free miniaturist directory. A lot of them I got in Heightstown, but I'd like to maybe reach out to some of these people and be like, hey, saw you at the show, I'm doing this thing. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Didn't get a lot of people with the mailing list either, because it was like snap. You know, you're not, people were just like really frantic to get what they wanted and then skedaddle. So, yeah. Oh, and I got myself trim from Joanne Roberts, and I've been looking for this kind of fringe trim so that I can make more serape table runners, and she had like an entire roll of it, so I got 7 yards because I can't find it. So those are my things that I bought. But I'm also kind of saving my money to get when I go out to Chicago, because that's gonna be an expense. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about the show. Overall good. You know, would consider doing again. Other than that, considering those 2 other shows, sorry, I'm like running on not much energy. And having given up soda, I'm like very quickly crashing. So, let me just go down the link tree and tell you any updates I got here. Anyone who is new on my stream, or anyone who's back, hi, I'm Bailey Carr Zimmerman, and I run Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I've been collecting miniatures for over 20 years, but I have recently, in the past 3 years, started making things to sell. My first time selling was in November of last year, and then I started my Etsy in January, and things are being added constantly to the Etsy. New items, restocks, things like that. Everything I make is by hand. And you can catch me making things on here Sunday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's on Twitch at Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and you can check out my YouTube. That is also Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. If you want to check out my blog, that's blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. If you want to check out my Etsy, that's Blueberry Hollow Minis. My Twitch is Blueberry Hollow Minis. My Facebook and Instagram is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. Wait, Etsy is Blueberry Hollow Minis. Twitch is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, sorry. Anything I do on Twitch, I typically upload to YouTube. My TikTok is Blueberry Hollow Minis. Jeez Louise. And my Patreon is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. And if you are a miniaturist, if you are in a group, or if you are, you know, if you are running a show, I'd love to hear from you. I have on my blog what I call the Free Miniatures Directory, and I'm trying to collect everybody because I find it difficult to find miniaturists in my area. If you Google miniatures in my area, you go to Hobby Lobby, you go to Michael's, you go to miniatures.com, and that's not supporting the artists. So, or the clubs. So I would love to do that. Again, it's free. There's a submission form on my website, and I hope you will check that out. And if you missed any of that, you can go to my link tree, which is linktr.ee/blueberryhollowminiatures. If you would like to be a part of what you see coming out of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, I have what I am lovingly calling my craft to-do list challenge. It has all of my stock on there and the priorities of which need to be done. If it's got a little section next to it that says make more, it means I need to make more. You can assign me a thing to do on there, and I will try to get it done. I will set it as a higher priority than what I see it to be. All that is a Google document, so you would just email me, and my email is on my link tree as well. And you can, let me know that you want to be a part of that. Gives me a chance to figure out, set my priorities, and gives me that little burst of dopamine that, I got something done because somebody else wanted me to, and then it gives you whatever you get out of bossing people around, you weirdo. No judgment. So, let's see. My blog was posted at the beginning of the month. We are doing a deep dive into the Blackberry Hollow story, and kind of exploring some of the discrepancies or things that are no longer canon, making little comments, but mostly it's just telling the stories. And those are stories that my grandmother wrote for my brother and I when we were little, about her dollhouse. And from there stemmed Blueberry Hollow. My Etsy is currently in vacation mode. It will be back up Wednesday at the latest. I need to get a few more listings done. Stock has been updated. I did have the time tonight to do that, so all I have to do is take a couple pictures of some stock that I recently made and haven't been able to get up online. My next Twitch will be next Sunday. We're decorating for spring. It's gonna be great. Spring is coming way too early here in New Jersey, and so I'm not ready for it. But that's what we'll be decorating the dollhouses for, so I hope you'll tune in. That's 7:30 next weekend, next Sunday. I update my YouTube pretty much the Monday after I do a stream, so if you're looking for past videos, go ahead and check that out. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I update those pretty much daily. Patreon, I did put up, finally, content. I slacked last weekend. I did the content, I just did not edit the content. So there is content. This week is commission work, and I got my stuff done for next week because I had so much time this morning. So there will be a post next weekend. And this week, like I said, was commission work. Next week is an ASMR video. Or an attempt at one. So go check it out. Patreon is also used for side projects and things that are still miniature but maybe doesn't fit in the schedule that runs with Blueberry Hollow, and it's also for my HO train scale project that I'm working on, and commission work and interviews and all sorts of fun things. So go ahead, check out my Patreon. It's also a great way to support me if you are not interested in buying miniatures. So there's 3 levels that I have for subscription. It's $1, $5, and $10 a month. So if you are interested in supporting me, it's a great way to do it. And I really appreciate any support, likes, subscribes, just any in general interest makes me very happy. So there are plenty of ways that you can support me, and I appreciate every single one. And then, like I said, my free miniatures directory is constantly updating. So if you're a mini person, let me know. And other than that, I am gonna call it a night. You got 15 minutes out of me, which is less than I told you, but I am bone tired and I need to go sleep. I need to go sit. I've been standing all day. I don't think I sat down from like 7:30 on. So I think it's just time. It's just time. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate when you guys do. It makes me so happy. And I will see you next week. Yeah, next Sunday. Okay. Thanks, guys. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.